Chapter 4, Glue. Marty and Rory's Virtue. What Lorelai would want to know or suggest first, was Marty a virgin at Yale? Second, what about Marty? He was her funniest story. That is how Josh was. We were young and daring. It was his turn to hang out with me. We became just as close as Marty and Rory. How did Marty and Rory meet? Naked guy. Rory would give clarity. When I was a freshman in college, there was a party, and I went to the hall. There was Marty in all of his glory, and I gave him my robe. After that, Rory was late for breakfast. Marty introduced her to his table. Rory was embarrassed. He thanked Rory for the robe. This chapter might be awkward. The last chapter was about Jess, and we aren't married anymore. What is happening? What is happening? We just go back to being friends, which is what Marty wants overall. This is how Stacy feels about Josh. Josh and Stacy need to be friends first. This, I think, will happen. I think we have a planned date in our future. Marty and Rory date. Marty and Rory's first date. What was that like? Rory would continue, I feel like duck soup was our first date. Ducks mean something to Rory and Johnny. Johnny is Josh. This is how Stacy thinks. These are her signs. Josh is home to Stacy. This is how I feel. This is why I feel he would make a good husband. Mike Johnson is my emotional support friend. And I think we would I think he would support Jeff in keeping Danny where he is comfortable. This is why I don't get the court involved. Danny is 11 years old and they listen to the child. I can't handle the trauma of hearing him choose not me. This is the truth. My illness destroyed my life, by extension, hurt my child, and in the same breath, I am a good mother. I drove around the sun to give him lasting, joyful memories. When that day comes that you are your mother's son, you will have a home here with me. I am stable. I take my medication. There is space for him to have his own room. I work weekends. My dad will always be here with him. There is good schools in the area, near many colleges. He is getting older, and there might be a day when you need a break, a place to run to, and I will be here. In my reality, in my reality, this is my reality. This I can change. I made sure that I did my best to hide and protect him from what I can't control. When the darkness is loud, I scream for everyone to run. It's terrifying. You feel like hell is pouring from your veins. The misery I created, the price was my soul. What I will do is work on buying him planes, save my money, get my life in order, focus on my love within, step forward. What I'm going to do when my insurance kicks in is get weekly therapy and tell the story of us doing therapy, starting with starting and starting with Jeff. Why is it him I fear? It's Jess who I love. This I know for sure. Jess I take it out on. He doesn't know my story. I don't want to read my traumas for the class. There's more. There's always more. We wrap our heads in white and pour water of innocence and let the color illuminate, and as you say my name, you will never be afraid again. The story I want to focus on is the one of virtue. Marty lost his virginity in high school, some random party, the funny stories in between studying. Marty used to watch me sleep, and sometimes he would hold my legs if we were watching TV. Then Marty introduced me to Logan. Logan was good when he was good, but he was a drinker, and when he drank, he was angry. He took it out on me. This is Stacy's story. We don't need to bring up old history. That old history is my problem to heal my illness. Marty was one of the good ones. This is how Stacy feels about Josh. Josh introduced me to Josh introduced me to Jeff, who is Marty and Logan. Josh just stepped back when he was unsure about Stacy. This is the problem. This wouldn't be an issue all grown up. If we met in real life, it would be natural. It would be awkward at first. When you saw my sad face of I am sorry, it would start over. We would just be a couple of kids. This path feels most natural to give my energy. Marty is a memory Marty in memory is not my husband, but my forever friend. He would help me start a coffee shop on wheels. We would go on a road trip. We would fall in love. This I believe. I don't think we would make it out of the state before we would be holding hands. I to make up for college, to make up for college, that was a lifetime ago, and we are new people. I don't remember anything. Jeff, I don't remember. His energy is triggering, and I don't want him in my life. If I'm rich, I need to be ready to take my son on a world tour, and I need Vera's help. If we go on world travels, I would want Vera to come with Danny. I will be famous and busy, and I need childcare to help with Danny. Vera would be trusted to help me spend my money and raise Danny. And I'll also buy Jeff a bass boat. There's a boat that he's wanted for his whole life, and I'd buy it for him just because this has probably been a lot, but I feel it's been good for us because I love my baby love, and we'll buy him a bass boat. We'll get all the gadgets and stuff, and it would be Danny's bass boat, but we'll both get to use it. That's my manifestation. That's what I'm manifesting. So we'll stop there.